Hi, I'm Chris.
And Kathy.
And today we're going to talk about chaga and the way we use it. I'm not going to get into all of the health things about chaga. You can Google that for yourself and see what the scientists and the studies have shown about chaga over the years. It's big in Eastern Europe, China, Russia, and now is becoming more popular here in the United States. This is some chaga that we've harvested in the last 3 weeks. This is one chunk here that I've had for a couple of months now, and the way I prepare it is I take just my plain old wood rasp that's rounded on one side, flat on the other. I'll just hold it in my hand and just rasp away. Okay, if I was doing this in the house, I would be wearing the dust mask because it does have some real fine particles that'll float up. And I was doing it the first year that I was doing chaga, and I was breathing in a lot of it, and I don't think I want to breathe it in. I'll drink it as a tea or in my coffee. Anyway, after I get it that far, I'll take some of the bigger chunks out. I keep it in a nice container that has that seals pretty nice. It's pretty airtight in there, and that's the way we store it. Now the way that I use this is in a couple of different ways. That with my coffee, I'll put 3 scoops of coffee grounds and then 1 scoop of chaga on top, and then I'll brew that. And once it is brewed, you hardly ever see any of the chaga still on top. A lot of it just goes right on through the coffee and into the pot. The other way that I like my chaga is in tea. I'll take a scoop full. I like it with dehydrated wintergreen leaves, and if you've seen our YouTube video on dehydrating and gathering wintergreen leaves, that'll show you how to do that. I also like a little bit of raspberry leaves in there. That's also some dehydrated stuff that we used. Just put it in there. Pour my hot water in there, and then I just use about that much sugar, and that's my tea, and that's how I use it. And then I'll let that steep in there for a few minutes before I drink it. But it comes out pretty nice that way. I think that is about it for my part, and so now I'll let Kathy tell you what she does with hers.
Hi, this is Kathy.
And Chris.
Let me show you what I like to do with some of the chaga. When he's done with his rasp, sometimes there's these little pieces left that he can't really get any more off of. So I'll just take a quart jar and put a couple of chunks in there, like so. And I'll just make sun tea out of it. I'll just let it sit like that for a few days, and it turns really dark. And I make my tea out of it that way. And after it's done, I like to just take a teaspoon of honey or a tablespoon of honey and put it in my tea with my sun tea, or I can drink it hot if I want, or cold that way. A couple other things that I do with it is we put it in our oatmeal. When you boil the water for the oatmeal, just put a teaspoon of it in there too, and you'll get the benefits of it that way. And it doesn't add any different taste to it at all. And something else I just started doing is when I'm baking, I'll take my flour in a sifter and I'll put a little bit of chaga powder in there, maybe a tablespoon of it for a batch of cookies, and sift it in there, and another way to incorporate it into your diet.
So that's what we do with our chaga. I hope you liked the video. I hope you hit the like button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join us on Facebook at All Things Wild. Just look for the canoe at the top of the page, and thanks for watching.